Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Yanique and welcome to the channel. So today I'll be talking about a little story time. As you guys can see by the title, it's just a short story. Will it be short? I'm not sure, but yeah, this is gonna be a story time of how God gave me my degree. You know, for a lot of people, they're like, oh, I earned my degree, I studied my whatever off to get that degree, or you know, I got that degree all on my own. But in my case, that wasn't so. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the video. So yeah, let's backtrack to a couple years ago, fresh out of high school. Fresh out of high school. Before I got into college, I wanted to become a pediatrician because, I like babies, and that's my sole reason for wanting to become a pediatrician, because I like babies. But my grades didn't permit me into medical school, and so I was like, okay, we're gonna do something else. So I went into my undergraduate program, and I started that year, and I was in the science department. So in my department, we had to do like some core courses, you'd say. So I did bio, chem, and math, and I think I did like an English requirement course. And so, going through university, first semester was good. So second semester I had to choose my major, and so I met this professor, and I met the professor, and she advised me, why not do such and such, biotechnology, I guess I could say biotechnology. And so I'm like, okay, I could do that. And so here I am, because it sounded good. We were going to be working with microorganisms. It would be still in the science field. What did he want? Whatever, And so I decided to pursue that. Did all of that, was going through the motion in my final year. So in the first semester of my final year, we had to do a few courses, right? And I did the course, and there was this one specific course. I did the course, I passed everything else. I think I passed everything else except this course, right? And so at the time, there were other persons in the class who failed, so it wasn't a big deal. And I think I didn't have all my credits together or whatever, so I went through the second semester of my final year, did whatever I needed to do, then I came back the following year to retake this course with my friends. We were going through, and so I took it again the next fall, because this course was only offered in the summer and the fall. But because I had to go on a program, and I didn't even think about it, so I just did it back in the following fall. So I did the course, and I failed. So this is the second time doing the course, and I failed again. So I'm like, at this time I'm like, God, what is going on? Because normally for me, if I fail something once, I would do it again, and then I would pass, you know what I mean? So I did the whole year, I think I did some additional courses, and during that summer now, I decided they told me I could do it overseas. Did the class overseas, right? Went over, so this is the third time I'm taking it. Went overseas, got the school, whatever they said I needed, and I'm doing the course. So at this time I was working on the work and travel program. A lot of you guys may know. So here I am working on the program, took the day off, went and did the test. This is the third time, right? Did the test, came back, checked, after some time, checked my grade, I failed. So I'm like, at this point in time, I'm like, God, what is going on? And at the time, too, while I did it there, I was checking out the school. The school seemed pretty nice. So I'm like, why not try applying to the school or whatever? Came back the following fall again. Said, okay, I'm gonna do it. For people who don't know me, I don't give up. That's not who I am. I don't like giving up. Even though I might feel like giving up, I will not give up. This time I re-registered for the course. So this is the fourth time, right? This is the fourth time. Registered for the course, and at this time I was just feeling down. I was feeling embarrassed. I was feeling like less of a person, and at this time there was so much going through my mind, and I just, even my friends, I didn't even really reach out to my friends to talk to them or hang out or whatever, because I was so ashamed. And for my friends who are watching this video, I do apologize. I'm like, all my friends, so for the second time that I did it, my friends already passed and moved on. So at this point it was just me and other people who are coming up in the next cohort or whatever. So this is the fourth time I'm taking the exam. So I registered and I was doing it. So how the course was, it had a test portion, lab portion, and the exam. So it's like 2020-60. And so my lab portion and my tests were okay, and so those grades carried forward. And so because you have to pass that portion, and you have to get a certain grade in the exam in order to pass. So took the test on the fourth attempt. At this time I was applying to go to schools elsewhere, and I took the test, and I took the test the fourth time and I failed. So at this time I was just devastated. I was stressed out. I'm like, I'm just gonna start over in a new place, a new country. They won't even know my story. They won't even know who I am. You know, it's like I'll be starting over afresh. And so here I am applying to this school now. The January came, I left because I got through to school, so I left. I mean, I'm in this new program now, doing my thing, you know, living life. No one knows my story, so it's like a new environment. So summer comes around again, so I'm like, why not do it again, you know? If there's chance, why not do it? If they're allowing me to do it, why not do it again? So here I am. I set up the same procedure again to do the exam overseas. Did the exam, I failed. This is the fifth time. So at this point, I don't know, physically, I don't know. I was ready to give up, but I wasn't ready to give up. You know what I mean? Because I had already had all my credits from this institution. I had all my credits plus tax, and I'm like, I just need, I think the course was an 8-credit course. No, I think it might have been a 4-credit course. And at this time, I'm like, I'm going to give it all up for a 4-credit course. I think at this time, I might have had 100 and something, like 100 and like a lot of credits. And I'm like, I'm going to give up this undergraduate degree, but I'm like, no one knows my story, you know? I was just at a standstill. So at this fifth time, I did it and I failed. So I'm like, what do I do now? What do I do? And so I was like at a great standstill. And then I remember this, during the August period, I remember the same lady that I mentioned in my first year. She said I should do the major. She decided to email me to say, oh, they came together and they're planning to do like an oral exam. I'm like, okay, yeah, I could do an oral exam. When I was trying to get the information or whatever, she was like, oh, it's like, I think it was like 2 weeks later. I'm like, oh my God, I'm at a different institution. Is it possible for me to get extended time? Because at this point, I was like, I don't even know. I was just over the course, and she was like, they can't give me any extension to study or whatever. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just do it. Let me tell you, you guys don't do oral unless you're a very talkative person. Do not take up an oral exam. I decided to take the oral exam and to study, because at this point I was doing different stuff. I was even doing different subject area. I was still doing the sciences, but I was still doing the sciences, but I was doing different things. You know what I mean? And so I did we set up the Zoom or whatever it was at the time, and I did with two of the lecturers. And at this time, it was just a mixture of emotions, mixture of everything. One lecturer seemed like they were tired, they were just over me, and then the other lecturer, they really wanted me to pass, but I really don't know what happened during that exam. And so did the exams, answered question, blah blah blah. So this is the 6th time I'm attempting this course. So so I did it, and afterwards, blah blah blah, ended the meeting, whatever. Few weeks after, checked my what do you call it? Not WebSys, but like where you check your grades. Yeah, I checked that place, a big F. I'm like, God, what is this? What is going on? Because this was just the whole process, the whole story was just mind-boggling for me, because I wasn't this person to be failing over and over and over. That wasn't me. And so I was like, what is going on? And so I remember it was like down in October, thereabout, in that same time period. I remember my mom calling me, and I'm like, because my mom called me all the time. So she was like, them awarded the degree. I'm like, where, sir? We are top, but I mean for them for award me the degree. Me just do the test, I'ma fail it. Just do the last oral test, I'ma fail the test. And she was like, them awarded the degree, whatever. I don't know what, even up to now, I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened, and I didn't even query what happened. And it wasn't until they sent me the degree. They didn't even send me the degree. Somebody had to pick it up and bring it up here, come give me. And it wasn't until I had that paper in my hand that I was like, this is really true. And for me to do it 6 times, it wasn't me. I didn't work for that degree. I worked, but I didn't work. You know what I mean? It was until I got the degree then I was like, God is really good. You know what I mean? Because I did it 6 times. They put a big F on my paper, and I'm like, this could only be God, because if I fail it 6 times, and all these 6 times they put a big F on my paper, which drew down? No, drug. It really pulled down my GPA. But nevertheless, I have my degree. I'm very thankful to God. If it wasn't for God, I don't know if I would have gotten this degree. If I had given up, I knew I wouldn't have gotten this degree. And I think about this, and at first, during the time, I was like I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was just discouraged. Because I'm like, I'm doing this exam so many times and I still can't pass. And a lot of my friends, I really ignored them. And I do apologize, but I was ignoring them because I just didn't want, I'm not a liar. And I don't want them to ask me, oh, where are you at? What's going on? And then I have to make up story, or, I just felt so embarrassed during that time. But me and all my friends are cool right now. So everything proper. So first when I started it, when I realized that I was failing, I thought of it as it was a setback, because I was like, all my friends are passing, all my friends are moving up, they're having children, they're getting good jobs, and I'm here doing this course 10 times. Like, all this time I thought that I was being set back, but I realized after some time that this was setting me up for something else that God had planned for me. And that's just my story time today. You guys who are struggling with failure, remember, say somebody else is worse than you, and there's always someone who is also struggling. So don't feel like you're alone. That period of time has taught me so much, and here I am today. I'm not dead, so I am an overcomer. And if you guys have made it thus far to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for sticking to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.